My name is Richard Merritt. I'm with Lincoln County Customs. I'm a mechanic. Today we're going to start with the basic tools that you need for the Lincoln County foot treads. We have our safety glasses, just a standard set, a set of ear protections. Also, we have an air saw, and you don't have to use an air saw. You can use any kind of cutting tool just to get you a nice clean edge. There's a pair of pliers, any kind will work. A punch I took and cut down so I can punch out the rivets. A ball peen hammer, a tape measure, and a Sharpie marker. And then a couple of different various clamps that we use. And you can use any kind of clamp as long as it clamps it down tight to the tunnel. Also an air chuck to blow off the metal shavings. I use a short 3/16" drill bit and also a long 12" 3/16" drill bit. Some sort of power drill, and then a rivet gun is what we use. And then I use rubber pieces to clamp down between the tunnel and the LCC treads so I don't scratch the powder coating. This is the Proclimb Articat, and this is the first step. We're going to knock out all the rivets. That way they're easier to drill out. You just take your punch and you start and you just give it a little tap until you feel it, the rivet drop out. So you want to knock out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of the rivets on the edge, and then the 4 rivets back here on the back. And we have some of them gone, but one is in, so you can see. So you take out those 4 rivets. Once they're knocked out, then you're going to start drilling on them. Take your 3/16 drill bit. And once you get through, go on to your next rivet. Also, part of step 2 is drilling out these 2 rivets on the Articat. You're going to drill out these 2 front rivets. And also this rivet on this corner. Okay, step 3 on the Articat. You're going to take some cleaner. I use carburetor cleaner and clean off all the dirt. That way, when you put your line on, it's going to stay. When you go to mark your lines where you want to cut, you want to come right on the inside edge, as far out as you can, right like that. So you're coming across right in front of these hardened rivets. So we're going to come just right here in front of them. Then right here on the inside of the hole. Well, I guess it'd be closest to your tunnel on right on the edge of the running board hole. You're going to take your LCC foot tread and lay it into place and make sure that it's tight all the way up against your foot stop. Then you're going to take your marker and mark out along your stock aluminum board where the hole's at. Then you're going to take it away and you're going to be able to see where you're going to want to cut. So you're going to cut right along the stock inside edge, and then leave a little space between your foot stop and your stock to have support. So just make sure you cut out where you can see the aluminum through your stock hole, or your new LCC board. On the Articat, step 5, You want to make sure you have your, this is where we get ready to start cutting. You want to make sure you have your safety glasses and your hearing protection. Pick a spot on one of your lines and just start cutting. Okay, step 6 on the Arctic Cat, you want to make sure all your edges are nice and smooth and flat, so when you lay in your LCC board into place, you can't see any of the stock running board. All you want to be able, you just want to have clean, nice holes going down through. That way no snow gets caught up on any of the edges. Okay, step 7 on the Arctic Cat, you want to take some of your rubber pieces. That one's too big. This way you can clamp your board down into place, and it won't move when you're going to do some riveting. Just like that. And now I'll put some more clamps on to suck it down, so when I start drilling it can't move and there's no space for shavings to go underneath. On the Arctic Cat, you want to come back to where you drilled out those 4 holes and come up. Do your 4 holes across, but make sure you come up, that way you hit the same holes. Then you're going to come down, and where your rivets were in the bottom, you're going to drill up from wherever you have a pilot hole. And then you're going to drill right along these edges where our pilot holes are on the boards, so you can set your rivets in. Okay, now after you get your holes drilled during step 8, you're going to start putting your rivets in. Then you're going to go, after you get your 4 put in here, you're going to go along your edge and get those set. And once you get those, a majority of all your rivets set, then you can take your clamps off so they're out of your way. And then finish up. So step 9, you want to choose, it's your discretion. I went along and marked and drilled out, so I drilled into the same holes that the old rivets were in along the tube. And so now I'm going to rivet 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 rivets back into this edge that I originally took out. Okay, so on your final step now on your cat, now that you have all your structural rivets put in, you're going to put your teeth in, and each one has a different size, and so you just got to match up your teeth to your pilot holes, drill them out, and put your rivets in.